How to quickly create this animated text scramble effect in Blender. Start by not deleting the default cube, add a geometry nodes modifier and add a string to curve node. Press all the letters on your keyboard. Add a realized instances, curves to mesh, fill curve, and connect them in this way, and apply the geometry nodes modifier. I want each letter to be a separate object, so go to edit mode and separate by loose parts. But as you see, the J, I, and K are separated into two objects each. So select the two objects of each and hit Ctrl J to join them into one. Now select everything by hitting A on your keyboard and set origin to geometry. Select any letter, go to the Constraints tab and add a limit location constraint and enable the minimum and maximum for the x-axis set to 0. Select everything again, then from this little arrow, select Copy to Selected. Now all the letters are roughly in the middle. You can adjust each individually if you want to. Select all the letters and hit M on your keyboard to move them to a new collection. Add a new cube, give it a new geometry nodes modifier and delete the input. Drag and drop the collection with all the letters and enable separate children. Add a grid node, which we will use as the points for the instance on points node. Connect the collection to the instances input and enable pick instance. You can set the values on the grid however you like. Connect the instance on points node to the output to see the result. I will change the values on the grid node once again, which controls the amount and spacing of the letters. Now to animate it, add an index node, connect it to the index input, add a math node. You can already play with this value to create like a digital rain effect, but it's not what I'm going for. I will instead add a random value, make it from 0 to 50 and add a driver by typing hash frame divided by 4. You can play around with those values till you get the result you like. Let's add a material and a set material node to apply it to the letters. To scale the letters, you can just add a scale instances node after the collection. And finally, you can play around with the color or the lighting however you want.